I think we found ourselves a clue.
Scooby-Doo, where are you? Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Hello lords and ladies, welcome back to Cartoon Hangout, your place for all things cartoon, and for the month of January, also your place for all things Scooby-Doo. Last time I reviewed the premiere episode of the new Scooby-Doo movies and was quite frankly underwhelmed by it. It was a mediocre episode with a few good moments sprinkled throughout, but couldn't overcome some very bad animation mistakes, a boring premise, awful villains, and a runtime that was not complemented with interesting content. How does episode 2, the dynamic Scooby-Doo affair, stack up? It's certainly a step up over the last episode. Then again, you can't go too wrong with the Caped Crusaders, can you? This episode sees the Mystery Incorporated gang encounter Batman and Robin in their search for some counterfeiters. Even Joker and Penguin show up in the first half of the episode, which is probably the better half, if I do say so myself. There's still quite a few animation flubs throughout the episode, some of them just being really weird, but not nearly as bad as the last episode, though episode 2 does introduce some new ones, such as very rough looking outlines and character designs. As in episode 1, this episode does suffer a little by being an hour long. The episode is more explicit in dividing up the plot though. The first half focuses on the characters dealing with Joker and Penguin. While nothing too great, this is at least the more tightly focused of the two parts. Seeing such a different Joker than what us modern kids are used to was something else. More jokes, less murdering your teen sidekicks. It's when the writers decided to send the gang and heroes off looking for the real mastermind that I feel the episode truly lost its aim. What should have probably happened was them discovering the real bad guy, trying to get away after catching Joker and Penguin, and then capturing them. Not another 30 minutes of basically an extended comedic chase scene. This is also where some of the most awful animation was showcased. It's still really rough around the edges, but at least episode 2 can be seen as a slight improvement. Not by much though. I've heard the best animators at the time were working on a different show entirely. That would at least explain how the first series went from decent animation to sloppy animation in this one. It's a real shame. Where the episode truly suffers is dumbing down our intrepid sleuths. How they solve any mysteries is beyond me with them being idiots throughout this entire episode. Batman and Robin weren't any better either. All in all, we're not off to such a great start with this series. And that's it from me. Chime in below with your own opinions on this episode. Reminder that one comment per video gets you an entry into my giveaway at the end of the month. Thanks for watching, and take care. Hello lords and ladies, welcome back to Cartoon Hangout, your place for all things cartoon, and for the month of January, also your place for all things Scooby-Doo. We've been off to a rather rough start with the new Scooby-Doo movies, so let's see how episode 3, Wednesday is Missing, cuts it. It's light years ahead of the previous two episodes actually. It's the best episode so far, and honestly, could have been the perfect first episode. Way better than the Three Stooges. Episode 3 just has that spooky atmosphere and the monsters you'd expect from the series, so it kind of makes sense. And it involves one of the creepiest, no, kookiest families around. The Addams family. Now, I'm a big fan of these characters. I grew up with the cartoons and the underrated live-action versions, so I will admit a little bias in seeing them interact with my other favorite set of characters, the Scooby Gang. As is typical for them, the characters get into some car trouble. They should really get a new vehicle. And through some misunderstandings here and there, end up becoming the new caretakers of the Addams house, complete with every creepy thing inside it. This premise is far more interesting to me than episodes 1 or 2, as it allows for the characters to sort of explore and deal with the Addams family and their weird house. It fits in with the general concept of Scooby-Doo 2, whereas the first two episodes didn't quite feel the same. Wednesday's kidnapping is the catalyst for the Scooby Gang searching the house top to bottom. It leads them through her pet corner, Pugsley's experiment room complete with postman turned bird, and a few other intriguing places. That plot is almost unnecessary, as the characters could have naturally explored the house, but it does provide a bit of reason for it. And it is amusing that Wednesday wasn't even in any real danger. She's content to just use her spider as a yo-yo until someone finds her. The villains of the episodes are the neighbors, who somehow managed to build a helicopter shaped like a vulture, despite how nonsensical that really is. I suppose this is somewhat the weakest part to the episode, but it still manages to be fun in parts. The real highlight of the episode is just the Addams themselves, especially Gomez and his wife Morticia. They're fun to watch, and the gang's interactions with them are hysterical. I wasn't a big fan of how the episode wrapped up, but it's not a bad ending. I just wouldn't think the Addams family were the best people to have kids around. Still, it's just a cartoon version of them. Even Wednesday is less murdery than she normally is. This episode was a lot of fun to watch. It was a very entertaining crossover, though it makes you realize the Mystery Inc. has met real supernatural creatures and still doesn't believe in them in other episodes. Weird. Before I forget to mention it, there's just one moment in the episode that floored me. It's one of Scooby-Doo's facial animations, and it's just... here, watch.
Still no sign of Wednesday. Let's face it, gang, we're up against a dead end. Dead end?
It's incredibly better than any of the animation in the episode. It stands in stark contrast to it, and I don't understand why. Why did the animators put so much effort into that one moment, and then never do anything else that high quality again? It looks like something out of a Disney cartoon or something. That's how nice it looked. Did some dude go into work one day and he just said, "Screw it, I'm gonna make this facial animation look groovy"? Any animators out there, chime in with any thoughts or insight you have on this. I'm dying to know more about it. Anyway, that's it from me. Let me know what you think of this episode in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and take care.
Nobody in here.
Just us official family skeletons.